Lancashire made it 2 wins from 2 at the start of this LV County Championship season as they sent Kent to their second successive defeat, the home team in Manchester winning by 9 wickets. Kent lost Brendan Nash in the morning 6th over, a session disturbed by the weather, the batsman unable to cope with an excellent short ball from Kyle Jarvis to offer Ashwell Prince a simple catch. That brought in Darren Stevens at 161 for 4, and despite the match situation, he still played his natural game, this shot going all the way. Kent, though, slipped to 187 for 5 after another break for rain, still 5 runs behind after following on when Stevens was trapped in front by Peter Siddle after making 16. So it was left to Sams, Billings and North East to try to bat for a long time to try to save a match Kent have been second best in throughout. With Kent now ahead in terms of runs, they became as important as blocking out to use up time, and these two survived until lunch. Although only just Jordan Clark convinced here that North East was leg before. Lancashire had the second new ball immediately after the restart, and Jarvis quickly struck with it, Billings nicking behind to go for 28. Then just 2 balls later, Siddle, with the help of a thick inside edge, got one through North East to send him packing for 43, leaving Kent in a big mess on 216 for 7 with a lead of only 24 and plenty of time to go. This was cricket at its best. Kent's lower middle order left to cling on for as long as they could, even when up against a fired-up attack which was sensing blood. Matt Coles gave his wicket away in the first innings but was very much up for the fight now. For the most part, he had to rein in his natural attacking game, but when offered something to hit, it was important that he made the most of it. That he did in his hour-and-a-half stay. Adam Riley lasted even longer, only occasionally playing a stroke for runs. These two used up 25 overs in adding 49. And it looked as if they were going to bat right until tea, with some moments of fortune along the way, as you will always need on a fourth-day pitch. Stephen Croft has led Lancashire well in this match in the absence of Tom Smith, and it was the acting skipper who took a stunning catch at leg gully to get rid of Coles for 28. It was a tremendous bit of fielding, which left the visitors effectively on 74 for 8. Simon Kerrigan was causing problems too, and Riley did get away with this edge as Kent took the game into the last session. They led by 81 as it began, and 9 more had been added when Jarvis had Riley LBW for 17, the Zimbabwean bagging his 4th wicket of the innings and his 8th of the match. He just needed 1 more now, and Lancashire would still have time enough to get the runs they needed. Mitch Claydon, with some luck, continued to tough it out. But he wasn't sure where his back foot was when beaten by Carrigan. Alex Davis did to win the stumping, as Kent were at last dismissed for 295 after batting for 124 overs. The last wicket came just in time as it gave Lancashire 21 overs to get the 104 runs they now needed to make it 2 wins from 2, having beaten Derbyshire on the road last week. Paul Horton has had a fine match and he took on the responsibility to get his side over the line as quickly as possible. He found the boundary plenty of times as he dominated an opening stand of 47 with Lewis Rees, the runs coming in 8 overs, leaving just 57 to get off 13, something fairly simple these days. Rees perished trying to hit Claydon over the top, only to find North East instead, but Lancashire now had time on their side as long as the weather held. Horton rushed to his second 50 of the match, this one taking him 50 balls to accumulate, this one of his 6 fours. He celebrated that by swatting this ball from Stevens into the far distance. And a cut to third man took his side home, Horton making 67 off 62, helped at the other end by Alvaro Peterson, who added 22. Kent had tried hard, but they just didn't have enough in the tank to prevent their hosts from making it the perfect start to the summer. They won this by 9 wickets to give them 23 points and to see them as the only second division team with a 100% record after 2 games. Kent now have just 7 points in their 2 matches as they welcome Leicestershire to Canterbury from Sunday. A big game. Lancashire feature in our LV County Championship Game of the Week as our manned camera joins them at Wantage Road from Sunday for the match with Northamptonshire.